What's happening, YouTube? What's going on? So, my name is Albert, and did you see the thumbnail? There's no such thing as loneliness. Let me kick it off by saying that I'll be 60 years old August 4th. That's 1 month and 8 days away. And so this 60-year-old has experience, and I've been down the ringer with that stuff, man, that loneliness stuff. And so I'm going to share why it's so, why it's not so, man, why it's freaking, I'm going to explain everything now. The workout has to benefit. I'm going to work out because this video has to benefit me. That's the way, my shit channel gets, has benefit, it has to benefit me. And so now, the first exercise before I start working out is for you to try to catch where and why you're not accepting that. Like right now, I just said that there's no such things. Try to catch yourself and see if immediately, oh no, that's not true, all the lonely people in the world, and I freaking and loneliness is out there, so try to like play all that stuff, because that's a very key feature in understanding the entire scope of what I am going to deliver. That has to be there, because you're going to wonder why you do that if you want to get rid of this loneliness. And so I'm going to explain it for you. The freaking solution is so easy. And so I'm going to get straight to the workout. The workout, I'm going to kill my lats. And I'm going to kill my lats so bad until I need a resistance band. I have a resistance band, the yellow resistance band up there. And then after, I am going to finish off with a 12-minute, I think, of Sulek, man. The stuff that he does where he pulls back to finish off my lats. And so let's get to the exercise first. Let's get to it. Alright, man, so that's the freaking first now. You think what I did is crazy, man? I'm doing it for a reason. The reason why I'm doing that is because I can't hang directly I don't have a traditional pull-up bar. So I always like to get my core into it. And so the twist activates my core. Just in case you guys, like the other guy, he said, yo, what the hell you doing, man? They're laughing at me for the type of exercise that I freaking create that work for me. Okay, man, so I'm going to go ahead. And by the way, there'll be, if you click the description, it'll open up the chapters, so that if you don't want to watch me work out and you're interested on how to freaking no more loneliness, then you could just skip right to the bits where I get to talk, but I'm not finished yet, so I'm going to go in and give it another go and then drop the resistance band. Okay. Here's the resistance band. One more wrap. Making a knot here. Okay. All right. Loneliness first. The first thing to understand about loneliness is that it's a concept. I grew up with that concept. You're lonely, don't be lonely. Go out and do something. Make friends. Don't be lonely, don't be lonely. So I heard that. Oh, he's lonely. And so I've inherited that concept. And now this concept here, I carry out. So my entire life was to not be lonely. There was a song called I Just Don't Want to Be Lonely. And so hearing that type of song over and over and over was one of my favorite songs. It made me accept and embrace that I shouldn't be lonely. And so now the first thing is to look at that, because if I see that I inherited it and that they're in songs and that in the movies there's always someone that's left alone, or then there's a sadness associated even with the word. That means the word already carries it. I tell someone, oh, I'm so lonely. They, oh, baby, don't worry, you'll be with someone. And so this is an inherited response that is carried by cultures across the world. And so since we grew into it, we don't know how to see it any different, because it's something that's just there for us. But I'm here to show you through experience that this loneliness is made up. It's kind of a thing that it seems marketed into the system. Why? Because if you're like anyone else in the world, you should, what I mean by that is that if you take a look outside, there's a guy on a motorcycle by himself, on a bicycle by himself, walking by themselves. I watched a girl at Dunkin' Donuts by herself for hours, for so long that they call the cops on me. I was in Florida, right? And I'm parked and I'm looking inside the Dunkin' Donuts for this very exercise I'm talking about. I'm watching a girl alone. Just there alone, and I'm freaking out because the exercise was to show me that there's people right now. I'm looking at them. They're freaking walking alone. And most likely, they're already within the fashion of lonely, and so therefore the marketing scheme is that if you're lonely, you need to find something to do, which means you have to go to a bar and get entertained. And so now that's the trick. The trick is that friends, if you got friends and you're not lonely and you're always hooking up with a friend, but that type of pattern, it sets up the motion of that while loneliness is there, the pattern to not be lonely will always be there too. You get it? If you don't get it, don't worry about it. I'll explain it on the next one. The concept of loneliness, because it's there, no matter what I do, it'll always remain there, because while the concept is there, I'm only engaging in self-centered activity to mask what I inherited. But remember, you're most likely alone watching this, and there's people, man, you can hear them saying that I felt alone even while in company. They was like, I still felt lonely. Now, that's something that's carried. Now, loneliness, now, I'm going to do a little bit more workout, and I'm going to get deeper into this. And so this is this is therapy for me to hear myself back, because I get to hear the words that I'm living, because I'm not lonely. There's not an inch of loneliness with me, man. My friends tell me, you don't get lonely? And I look at them kind of baffled, and I answer like, there's no such thing. But I don't have the time like this to explain it to them, so I could only go, so I really can't kick it, because it's not an easy thing to explain. It takes a bits of inching into it and then repeating it and then freaking marinating into it. And so that exercise that I gave you at the top, if you're with me, try to see if there's anything that I said that can catch you and why you're supportive of something so nasty. Like, to give you the straight up answer right now, if I'm lonely and someone tells me there's no such thing, I'll go, what do you mean? Come here. Can I buy you coffee? Let's sit down. Come on, please. This lonely thing kills people, and I'm ready to defend it, to keep it. That's I gave it away. I gave it away. You want to figure out how much you support this nasty thing. Loneliness. You're alone. Freaking tears associated with depression. And so, yeah, it's true. I have it, and you get it, and you want it. And so, you know what I mean? So now I'm gonna get back to the exercise. Yo, baby. Okay, man, so I'm a little washed out there. Okay, so now, this supposed lonely person from the past realized that I inherited the concept of loneliness. The word itself carries its weight. And so now, there's that mechanism of feeling lonely driving through me all the time. All I need is to find myself alone on a Friday night, and there it is. And so that is a mechanistic. It's Friday, everyone else is out. I'm alone. They're telling me don't be alone. I get depressed, I go drink, and then now I'm freaking with people, but it never goes away. And so that's the other section. Is that this is perpetual for the rest of someone's life, man, except mine. That there's always going to be a chase of some activity to freaking liven up the freaking day or night or whatever, so that I freaking jump out of this loneliness. But it's very important to understand that anything I do to take care of the loneliness, the root of whatever I'm doing is still loneliness. I go play pool, I go to the bar, I go dancing. Because the root has been inherited. And so this means that I am always going to be destined to shop, to gamble, to drink, to do something, to constantly feel fulfilled, to eat. I'm lonely, have a piece of cake, I'm lonely, go somewhere. And that mechanistic, repetitious drive within myself is perpetual. Now, ready? The thing to do is to flush, eliminate, abandon the entire concept of loneliness. The entire concept where it does not exist. There's no objective. There's no freaking whatever that's called. There's no freaking loneliness. There's no concept of loneliness. There's no nothing of loneliness. It's created. And I have proof of that because of the Dunkin' Donuts girl. That guy right there, he's walking alone. There's so many people just in that state. So the reality is that if you can feel lonely in a crowd and this guy's walking alone and this guy's walking alone, then it's fabricated. And so now I'm lonely and I go somewhere dancing, and then the next day I'm back to lonely because I'm not repeating the activity that freaking consoled me momentarily. Which means that momentary console, going dancing, doing something, it's just momentary, which means that the root base of me is that I am carrying loneliness. So now it's gone. The concept is gone. The entire scope of it is gone. And now I'm going to practice all the time that loneliness does not exist. Now let me tell you, the loneliness had me chasing for happiness. And so this happiness freaking burns my pocket to freaking thousands and thousands of dollars in debt. Friday I'm alone, let me go have lobster. Friday I'm alone, let me go to the bar. Friday alone, let me freaking go and spend a lot of money. I'm alone, so let me take a vacation. I'm alone, so let me freaking... And so cash, like I said at the top. There's a marketing element behind this, because if you're lonely, the chances that you're going to go out and spend money is high. And so because I freaking don't do that and I'm out of it, I'm debt-free, man, for like 5 years, 6 years now. Debt-free. Because there's nothing to chase. Because there's no loneliness and there's no happiness to fix anything. I'm not living to fix a certain feeling. There's no association to anything towards loneliness, because the aspect of loneliness does not exist. And so does depression. It does not freaking exist for me. If it exists, I'm going to have to do something to make myself feel better about how I feel. And then it freaking stirs the pot once again to me to go out, to me to buy clothes, for me to go gambling, for me to drink, for me to do some type of activity so that I don't feel this way anymore. And so you have to backtrack for yourself. Like the exercises for you guys, if there's anyone that's hung on this long, is that you need to now see what you heard it from your mom, your parents, in school, the movies, the songs, and you want to see how you inherited. That's the first step. The second thing is how you are that, and that you are carrying the entire scope of the cultural that and tradition that pass it on to you, and you're carrying the loneliness, and your understanding is that that's who you are. And so because of that, you are already mechanized to go out and fulfill it, to stuff it, to fill it with friends, with this, with these activities. But you've also realized that no matter how much you try to fill it, it never worked, which means that you're carrying a concept that nothing works for, because it's a concept, so it's invisible, it's not real. So you're trying to fix something that's not there. But since you carried it, they gave it to me, and I am carrying it, but nothing works. You get it? Then you start taking stuff for it, which I'm not gonna get into, man, because it's pretty deep. But if you get this freaking far, you should have enough to awaken you, especially for the beginning. Question: to what degree are you? What this guy's saying, there's no freaking loneliness, man. Is he freaking crazy, man? My loneliness is real, and you're freaking fortifying it. You have to check that out. I'm going to get back to this workout and then move into a 12-minute Sam Sulek freaking... oh, my God. There's really nothing to add. I'm really thinking that the concept of loneliness has been erased so long ago, and everything that I'm talking about, there was an urgency to want to do it, to get rid of it. Now, if you are denying everything that I'm saying, this means you want to keep it, and so there's a high likelihood that you enjoy the loneliness because you get attention that way. You get a chance to go, oh, I'm so lonely, and so you get attention. That attention is very valuable because it makes you feel worthy, worthwhile. There's a certain companionship you get from telling someone, oh, I'm lonely, and if you're lonely like me, also you may share a lot about your loneliness, and they go, oh man, that type of attention fuels you. That is serious. That is serious, because if you deny, like the depressive guy that denies exercising, why? It's freaking guaranteed that exercise freaking is the number one go-to for depression. So if a guy who's depressed says, no, man, I don't want to exercise, there's something to say, because if you told me that, yo, do you know that exercise freaking is the number one go-to for depression? I'll go, let's go right now. If we please, I'll beg him to work out with me. So why should I keep that nasty thing, you know what I mean? So I'm gonna get straight to the freaking Sam Sulek 12 minutes, man. Yeah, freaking Sam Sulek, what are you doing? Right or left, baby? I'm with you. 2, 1, go. Right. Yo, baby, we're doing a lot of these. Okay. Going again, baby.
Okay, get ready, bitch. 3, 2, 1, go.
Oh, this is all one arm, baby. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, baby. Put the fan on. Okay, man. So this is 1 minute each side.
Okay. Get ready, bitch. 3, 2, 1, go.
The burn, bro, the burn is freaking incorrectable. So, oh my god.
Okay, get ready, bitch. 3, 2, 1, go. bitch.
I'm gonna do one more and then stop, pause, go back to that, and talk more. Let's go, baby. Okay, got cut off.
Get ready, bitch.
Getting closer.
3, 2, 1, go.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh yeah, I feel my chest too. This is really cool. I have some more.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Oh yeah.
Okay, take a risk, bitch.
I realized that I could talk and talk more about her loneliness, but I was zoned in with Sam Sulek. Zoned in, really.
Get ready, bitch. 3, 2, 1, go.
I thought of something else to share. I have something else to share. Oh, yeah.
Okay, take a risk, bitch.
Okay. Okay, so I'm gonna freaking just call it right there because my lats are freaking. I did my job, man. See, I got the benefit here from this shit channel to make this channel work for me. Because, you know, I see people quit their channels because they're not reaching the expectations. And so if I go by views and I look for views and I depend on views, then I'm setting myself up to one day say, this is not worth it, and then quit. And so I've come too far to work out so hard to not make this channel work for me. And so now let's get back to and a very, very important aspect of this the concept of loneliness, which is that I pictured someone that, let's say, hears this and then repeats to their friend, and their friend says, don't listen to him, no, you know, loneliness is real and we need, and they're fortifying it. They're fortifying it. Like, someone who's really concerned about their loneliness would say, what did he say? How was he like, I want to see that video, and then let's get together and let's have a chat. And then when you have this chat, you could maybe open up a conversation about how you grew up and inherited the aspect of loneliness, along with all its remedies. Do this for loneliness, do that for loneliness, and do that for loneliness. And then at the end, you're still freaking lonely. And so you want to realize, like, how many years with all the remedies, with all the freaking brains out there, how many years you ought to be lonely before you're not anymore. Or must you say, oh, I deal with loneliness, I deal with depression? Must you say that? I mean, there's not really much difference between the two. Although I don't like the other word because that word is frowned upon, and so I don't know how much, like, it's an attack to someone. Loneliness sounds like something that is easier dealt with, but the other word seems like a chronic or like problem, and that you can't. So But I drank. I tried drinking my loneliness away. And because it's a sedative, it numbed me. I lost my wits, and I thought everything was fine when you don't feel. And so the drink, it numbed my feelings. And then I went off to do that more because it was working, supposedly. Like, it was another trick to drink my loneliness away. And so anyone that in their right mind is going to say, yo, you went the wrong route, right? You're not going to say, yeah, man, sometimes you have to go out and have a drink. If you're lonely, go to a bar, If you're doing that, you're in for it. You're in for what I'm trying to convey, And so anyway, I see the clock says 33 minutes. And so what I'm going to do is that I'm going to go back to the main board and fry out the lats more and then finish this last two. And this is it. And so I really hope that if anyone listened, just one, man, my little freaking poor view count, anyone that it woke you up to a point where you don't need me, like you don't need to listen to me, you don't have to agree with me, you don't have to, because you picked it up. You see it. That's the beauty of it, that it doesn't require little by little, because that's something that's inherited too. Gradually in God's time, we inherited that whole thing too. I could get to that one on the next one, man. That there's, these freaking things, man, psychologically, like physically, okay, it takes time, yeah, but psychologically, you could freaking say goodbye to a lot of stuff. So anyway, I'm gonna do the last killer to see how my lats are burning. So okay. I feel
Okay, get ready, bitch. 3, 2,
fine,
1,
baby.
go.
So my homework, right, tomorrow is to watch this and write in the comments, are my lats sore, is my chest sore, what's going on? I think the last time my forearms hurt, and so there's a lot of things to report based on the exercise, which is my main benefit for this, and my talks will now benefit me too. So this channel is a blessing for me. This shit channel is a blessing. It takes a shit channel, man. So if you can see the camera,
3, 2, 1.
if you see Sam Sulek, I edited him so it's a loop, and so okay, I needed to edit that.
Okay, get ready, bitch. 3, 2,
I'm lightheaded.
1, go.
This takes a while to get the feeling of what works for me, because there's a moment where I'm using the arm to bring it down, and then there's another moment where I'm using the lats to bring it down, and it takes a bit to actually get the lats to go ahead and do the work for you. And so there's a moment where the arm is like isolated and it's not really pulling down. And it's the lats, the chest is there, because I feel it right here. And so, oh boy, it's the good thing is that I can inch in to make it lighter.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Oh, baby.
Okay, take a rest, bitch.
Other side. Oh my god.
Okay, get ready, bitch. 3, 2, 1, go.
Oh yeah. Thank you, Sam Sulek, for the opportunity to work out with you. I think you'll be so proud to see the 60-year-old working out with such a youngster like you. He's 60-year-old working out with Sam Sulek, man. 60-year-old working out with Sam Sulek. Oh yeah.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, take a rest, bitch.
Yo, baby, so this is it, man, for my workout, man. And so my lats feel, oh yeah, but tomorrow is where I really go, yeah, and I report. And so anyway, this brings this workout and therapeutic workout therapy to a close, and until the next one, I am done.